We have already covered the first chapter, which is specification, and also we have done the workbook related to that. And if there is any student, if there are any student who miss that chapter, can cover it by watching the recordings, please let me know by sending a WhatsApp message indicating your problem, then I'll help you sort out that, right? In case if you miss it. So if you don't miss, if you have not missed that, don't worry, you can just proceed now as normal. And the thing is that we were discussing about the operating system, and we learned operating system is the middleman between you and your computer hardware, or you and your computer basically. So think about a bank. So can you remember how we take or how we withdraw money from bank? So how usually we do it? How we withdraw money from a bank? So what is the mechanism? We are using
ATM.
ATM. So we are using ATM machine, right? So actually, bank has money, bank has our details, account details, everything, the authentication mechanism, and it has a way to validate us as a valid user and a valid ATM card, valid PIN number, everything. Bank has that. But actually, even bank has that. ATM is serving us as a middleman. And ATM provides money. Actually, when you want to deposit, there's something called CDM. CDM will allow deposit. It's a middleman. ATM is also a middleman. So similar to that, operating system is also a middleman. Okay, when you want to save something, where do we save the things normally? In which device? In computer, where do we save things?
File Explorer.
Storage devices.
File Explorer.
Yes, can you tell me the hardware device that we use?
Hard disk.
Hard disk. Okay. Okay, let's say you got a song. Let's say you have a song. You want to put this into the hard disk. Are you going to open the hard disk and are you going to write electronically into the hard disk?
No.
No.
We don't know. We don't know how to do that. We don't know electronics. Yes, my disk space is full. Yes, something, a critical warning message seems. Yeah, because I have to erase some data. It seems like, okay.
So how many GBs?
It's only, so I have SSD only because it has 128 and it's limited. So that's the reason. I'm getting the warning. I think I have to address the warning before everything. So let me close.
So better to quit from some apps.
Yeah, so creating 1 or 2 apps maybe help me doing that. Okay.
Much apps are open.
Yeah, a lot of apps are open. That's the reason, right? Okay, anyway. Hard disk will help you save data, right? Hard disk will help you save data into the computer. Then, but we don't know how to write things electronically to hard disk. Okay, let's think. Let's see. This is, as you see here, this is a pen drive. This pen drive has feature to basically plug into your computer as well as it can plug into a mobile phone too. It has both.
USB like this.
Yeah, it's computer and this part is plugged into the mobile phone. This is to the computer and this is for the mobile phone. So it has both.
Oh, how it get to mobile phone?
Yeah, it has another port here. To the
I
mobile.
mean, it's moving, the port is moving.
Yeah, port is
back to
moving.
back.
Yeah, it's moving, right? Okay, so then, so let's say I have this device. So even though I have this device, if I got a song, if I get a song, let's say my song is this, they are in this memory card. I can't put this song to this pen drive like this. Cannot do, right? So that is not possible. Why? Because we don't know the mechanism of this hardware and we don't know how to write data into this hardware. We can't put song from
data is like coding.
Yeah. So we don't know how to do that. But when you plug this to your computer, the computer is the middleman, actually your operating system. That is the person. So operating system will recognize the device and let's say when I plug this to the computer, it say, okay, here I'm plugging this pen drive to computer. And when I plug this, it indicates, okay, you have plugged a pen drive to the computer. Likewise, it indicates here, okay, here, ABC, you plug a pen drive to the computer. So actually, this is done by the operating system, middleman. Otherwise, the computer, how we know that where the pen drive is connected? Because OS,
in the settings, they are seeing the plug-in devices. Image the
yes,
USB.
but who indicate it? But who indicate that? That is your operating system. Right? No one else to tell that. That is your operating system. It indicates these are pictures, these are movies, these are software, these are
You can't do it.
songs. Yes, it indicates that. So that is why we call OS is the middleman. Right? See here, it provides user interface. Yes, that's why we see that. It controls the functions of the CPU. Yes, it manages memory. And it is helping us related to these storage devices. It helps processing files and folders. And it helps protect the computer using usernames and passwords. And it manages the hardware also. So it is a resource manager. It's managed everything. Why you need a manager to a bank? So what's the purpose of having manager in a bank?
I mean, deposit your money in the bank.
Yeah, even though a lot of money in the bank, so why you need a manager?
Yes, sir. We want to deposit our money in the
Forget about
bank.
manager.
And,
Why you need
laptop? The data is deposited on the USB or on the hard drive.
Okay, forget about laptops, data, everything. Okay, forget about just the scenario. Okay, think about your principal. Why you need principal in your school?
To
manage
school and manage
To manage whom?
the school.
The school. What in the school? Teachers.
That is, teachers,
Students.
Students, prefects.
Yes, principal is helping the school, managing teachers, managing students, managing the assets like classrooms, facilities, ground light facilities, buildings, and he helps to do external liaisons, external relationships with the schools, other schools. So likewise, so you need him to coordinate with all these components. Similar to that, the operating system is like principal in your school. Right? Without operating system, it's like a day without your principal. If there are no principal, if there is no principal in your school, maybe it is like sometimes you can understand. So principal is not there, students are shouting. Teachers are also not coming to the classes. Likewise, a lot of miss. So that's why you need
want to come or the principal want to come.
Yes. So you need basically, the operating system is like principal in your school. So remember like that. Okay. Then, so these are some operating systems. Microsoft DOS, Windows, Apple, Ubuntu.
So what is DOS?
DOS is disk operating system. So it's something like, you have that in your computer.
No, sir, I haven't seen that.
Command prompt, that is similar to DOS. Okay. Command prompt is similar to DOS.
So, similar to command prompt, Microsoft DOS is an operating system?
Yes, DOS is an operating system. Actually, in my schooling time, I use DOS. Actually, we carry
like the command prompt is a operating system.
Only the command prompt, no GUI, no graphics. In my time, no graphics. When I was using a computer in the first time, when I was in grade 6, like you all, grade 6, 7, there were no graphics. Only the CLI, only the command prompt. So that we carry using this floppy disk එකට දාගෙන යන්න ඕන. DOS දාගෙන ඉස්කෝලේ අරන් යන්න ඕන DOS. Operating system එක computer එකේ නැහැ. So we need to carry that using the floppy disk. Then only we can turn on the computer. The disk එක අමතක වුණොත් computer එක on කරන්න බෑ. Why? Operating system is not there. Right? So you can ask from your father and mother, maybe they have used the same way. The computers, if they have used in the school ages, they might have used this in the same way, that like I did.
Yes.
Right? So because it was the earlier period, the early computer period, only DOS. Nothing. The blank white screen, black and white screen. So this is DOS, Microsoft DOS computer. And so when Microsoft DOS is installed into a computer, it looks like this. Okay, here. So something like this. The screen is filled with text.
It's a rehearsal.
So there are commands, right?
Yeah, they are all of them.
Means
Are
only the commands are there.
yeah, only the
Can't
commands are there.
go
Something like this.
like
You can see.
that.
This was the earlier computer. It looks like this. Only the commands. So this is another one. So this has at least a green color, but some computers, most of the computers came with this black and white screen. It's like this. This A is the floppy drive, right? A is the floppy drive. Here, when you put dir in the A, it displays the content in here, command, format, sys, debug, sloop. So these are in the floppy drive. You can see A is the floppy drive in this computer. So this was what I used in my school when I was a kid like you. Right? We all have to remember all the commands, otherwise the computer won't work. But nowadays it is the different story, you know, because you have other after sometimes I use Windows, actually Microsoft Windows. There was a version called 3.1.
Yes, sir, I saw that. It means like it is so old.
Then actually when I install that, the computer looks like same. The computer looks like same old computer, but it has interface like this. It has interface like this. This is one Windows 3.1. Here you can see. This is how it looks like earlier days. And then after some time, after like 1996, 97 period, later 97. So we got operating system like Windows 95. So looks like this. This was the first time we saw a nice graphics in a monitor. So this is Windows 95 computers. Looks nice, no? That time, imagine, just go to the history. So because we were using this black and white computers with commands, it was headache, and this was the releasing time. So you can see this is Bill Gates. He's releasing Windows 95. And this was
then it is new to Windows 7.
No. The new one is, this is 95 is in Windows. It's 1995, right? After that, in 1998, they introduced Windows 98.
How many modules are there in Windows?
Yes, there are a lot.
Yeah.
There are a lot.
I think Windows 10 is more popular than Windows 11.
This is Windows 98. 98 has more graphics. Earlier days, it was very difficult to watch movies in 95, right? 95 wala movies baluwama penne pinture maru wenawa. It's like a slideshow. When we try to watch movies,
98 is advanced.
Yes, 98 we could watch movies. It's smooth. 98 was a bit advanced than 95. Then there was interesting version called Windows Millennium Edition called ME. Windows Millennium Edition or Windows ME. This is how it looks like. Yes, Windows ME. Millennium Edition. Millennium is Windows 2000. Windows Millennium Edition. This was not much popular.
Windows 7 was came?
No, after that, Windows 2000. And then with the Windows 2000 and Millennium Edition, both came like 2000 server. And then the Millennium Edition. And then came Windows Vista. Right? This is Windows Vista. It has nice effects, graphics, animation.
When was Windows 7
After that, Windows 7. After Windows Vista, then Windows 7 came.
Yeah, sir. When was Windows 7 created?
So I think Windows 7 came like, as I can remember, I'm not sure about the year. You can just Google it. That is better, I think, rather than just guessing it, then just,
I think, but most of the people like Windows 7 because it's much.
yeah, Windows 7 is like smooth, popular, simple one. Here you can see 2009, right? 12 years ago, 2009 it was released, and then came Windows 8, and Windows 8 was a failure. Therefore, they
As
have
a people
released,
doesn't like Windows 8.
yeah, they have released immediately something called Windows 8.1, which is to recover the issue of Windows 8. 8 has some errors because 8 they have removed the start menu, and that people doesn't like that. They didn't like
As
that.
there's a video like why people hate Windows 8.1.
Yeah. Then
Can I see Windows 7 key?
Windows
7 key?
7.
Yes, sir.
7 looks like this.
I have the Windows
Yes.
7 and I format the computer and
Install. Then Windows 10. Windows 10 was newer, so most of you are using Windows 10. And after that, now you have Windows 11. So this is the
That's
story of
Windows 11
people.
is advanced, but people doesn't use it much. Windows 10 is popular.
Yes, Windows 10 is popular. That is the nature. Normally, when newer version comes, the older version is like people give more preference to the old version. But after maybe when the Windows 12 or something released, then Windows 11 will be popular, similar to this. So that is normally the nature. One version is like when this get popular, then they will release another version. So that is the nature.
That's a 12 is incoming right now.
Yeah, it's on the way. Okay, that is the story of Windows. Let's write down this in your notes. I think you can update the same note for month 2, and please add this after the files and folders, right? Files and folders note is there, and after that you can add this note. So please write down examples for operating systems. Examples for operating systems. Okay, the older ones, I think we have to respect others. Therefore, I'll mention older operating systems. Microsoft Disk Operating System, or we can call in short MS-DOS, which is a CLI command line interface operating system. And it's all right. Then came this set. These are also all. And then the newer versions. After actually, these are Windows-based operating systems. Then there are Linux-based operating systems also. So Linux is actually a kernel. Kernel is something like engine. Can you drive a car without engine?
no.
You can't move
Okay.
without the
Then can you drive an engine without a car?
no.
That is also not possible. Right? Driving engine is also not possible. Driving car without engine also is not possible. So that is similar to this story, kernel. If you have the kernel, you can't work with. Kernel itself is not supporting. But if you don't have the kernel, still you can't work. Kernel is like engine. to the operating system. Actually, Linux is kernel. So then what is Windows? Windows kernel. So remember that Windows also has a kernel. Windows also get a kernel, but they have not published the kernel. They are not showing their kernel. They are not showing their engine.
I said,
Because they are issuing a paid operating system, right? You have to pay and buy Windows. Normally, that is the process. But a lot of Sri Lankans buy like free operating system, free Windows.
but sir, I have Windows 11 for free, right?
Yeah, that's what I say. Most of the Windows versions are pre or tracked or pre-tracked. So likewise, not genuine, right? Not original.
I mean, I used the real one, not the correct one.
Okay, that's the reason, right? Maybe if you're using like, if you're using education version, sometimes you might have a genuine one.
I have home version.
Home version. So likewise, anyway, now you should understand. So why Windows kernel is hidden? Because Windows is a paid operating system. When it is a paid operating system, so they don't want to expose their kernel to others because others will copy from them. Therefore, they're not exposing them. So, and Mac OS also, they are also not exposing their kernel. But Linux is exposing because Linux is free. Everyone can use that. Everyone can modify that. Everyone can do or edit the code. So they are.
Yes, sir, but I can't use the newest one. I want to buy it.
Which one?
The Windows 11.
Yeah,
the
Windows is a
one.
paid OS. Yes, Windows is a paid OS. Okay, Linux is a kernel. Kernel is similar to an engine of a vehicle. Kernel is the base to the operating system. Kernel is base to the operating system.
Mister,
Yes.
how to make file of Fedora?
How to make file in Fedora?
Yes, sir.
So you have to use cat command. Sorry, not or nano editor. If it is a text file, you have to use nano editor to create it. So there's a command.
Okay, sir.
You can't just right click, like you cannot do like that. What you're doing in Windows, right click new text file, that is not possible basically. So there is a command called nano, and you can just write that nano command and then the file name, then that will be edited. Kernel is based to, yes?
Finish, sir.
Okay. Kernel is the base to the operating system. Right? Based on the kernel, actually. Using Linux kernel, there are a lot of operating systems built. Using Linux kernel, there are a lot of operating systems. Using Linux kernel, there are a lot of operating systems built. So what are they? Can you name a few?
Linux.
Yes, one is example, you can say Ubuntu Linux, Fedora Linux, Ubuntu Linux, Fedora Linux, Red Hat Linux. You can see all these are Kali Linux, Red Hat Linux. Yes, Kali Linux, Santana Linux, which is built in Sri Lanka, Red Hat Linux, Mint Linux, Debian Linux, Ubuntu Linux, Damn Small Linux, CentOS, SUSE Linux. These are some examples.
So can you read the names, sir? I can't type it.
Which one would they?
The Linux operating system.
Hantana Linux is from Sri Lanka, then Red Hat.
Yes, I know that, sir.
Mint, Debian, Ubuntu, Damn Small, CentOS, SUSE.
That's a so weird name.
Yes.
So can you say Sir, can you send the new types to the chat box?
Newly typed one.
What, sir?
Newly typed note. You need to get that into the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll add it. But better you write it, right? Rather than just copying and pasting.
Yeah.
Okay. Add it. Okay, then, so these are Linux-based operating system, and you have like Mac OS for Macintosh, and then there's another version called Unix. There is also operating system, Mac OS, Unix, FreeBSD is also one, and Raspbian is also operating system. And especially for mobiles,
Android.
yes, mobile,
iOS, BlackBerry.
iOS,
Windows,
BlackBerry, Android, Windows Mobile, right? Windows Mobile.
Yes, some Nokia phones have the Windows.
Yeah, Windows Mobile, and they are having Nokia has their own operating system called
But
Sir, this is BlackBerry operating system.
Symbian.
Android is so easier.
Android and iOS for iPhones.
iOS, I think it is so hard to use because
Once you adapt, it's not hard to say. Once you adapt, you can use it easily. But
also, I mean, the app install is the case.
yeah, so that's a problem. But anyway, once you adapt, it's not that much difficult. Okay, so those are the things. Please write down this quickly. Can you see it? It has a big keyboard. It has all Q, W, E, R, T, Y keys and a lot of keys. In the
So
keyboard.
big.
Unlike a
screen is
general
so
traditional
small.
mobile, that is the specialty of BlackBerry, right?
The screen is so small.
Yeah, screen is small, the keyboard is big.
I don't know why the keyboard
So
is
making the screen
big.
small, they save the battery, one thing, and making the keyboard larger, they will make that phone efficient in communication. So that is the nature.
It means to travel.
Yeah, so it has a long-lasting battery as well as it uses faster and efficient communication mechanism using that keyboard, because otherwise it's very difficult to type. But nowadays you have the touch-based keyboard, therefore it's faster. But this is physical keyboard, which is more reliable and efficient. Okay, so let's discuss the remaining points now. Actually, what we have come up with already, we discussed with the operating systems. After that, we have the file management task. Actually, the middle part, which is about this storage device.
We are using it for majors.
Okay, I'll discuss this memory storage part next day. For the moment, I would like to discuss about the file management, which we have already started. And we know how to recognize files from the folders. Files are having extension, the small symbolic name of which is coming after the name, which called the extension. So let me highlight that. This is the symbolic name that you get. That is called extension. That is belongs to a file, but folders, it doesn't have something called extension. Okay, so that's the specialty. And so can you remember how to check the properties of the file? How can we check the properties of the file?
I click on it and go to properties.
Right.
Yes.
Click on the file and
property.
Yes, right click and go to properties. Yes. And so what is the shortcut?
Shift F10.
Alt
Alt enter. Alt enter. Shift F10, is it working?
Oh yes, more options is in Windows. The F10 and F10. No, Shift and F10.
Shift F10. Okay. So, but Alt enter is the popular one, right? Alt enter is the popular one. There is a shortcut. Okay, let me see Let me show you. So I'll give you a chance to share the screen now. So first come, first serve. 1, 2, 3. You can start now. Okay, we're on. Fastest finger first. Right. Okay, we're on. Let's create a small file. Right click in your desktop. Others can follow him. Right click, new, then text document. Right click, new, text document. You have to right click in an empty place of your screen, then select new, then text document. Give some name, okay? Give it some name. Okay.
There's a similar one.
There's a similar one. That's the reason.
1, 2.
Yeah. Okay. Done. Another one, please. Right click again in empty place, new text document, rename with some other name.
1, 2.
Okay. Okay. Right. Now you have 2 files. So go to the first file and type your name inside that. Type your name. Okay. How many characters are there, Veron? Can you count? Others also can count. How many characters are there in that?
10.
Veron has 5, Imit has 5, and what about the space? Space is also character. Then 11.
Yeah, 6. Means in 1 and 11.
Yes, 11. Space is counted. That is, therefore, there are 11 characters. Can you save it? File, save.
But close and save means the close button and the save.
Yeah, Control S or file save. Okay, now close the file and right click on the file and go to properties. You can see when you go to the properties and alt enter, that is, you can see 11 bytes. How that 11 bytes came? Because they are
the characters.
yes, number of characters. That is how the file is file is given the size. 11 bytes. So 11
it means like in the pen drive there are some bytes. It means I have used 8 GB, so it has 8 billion bytes.
Yes, that is the larger one. So 11 bytes. So because we have 11 characters, it is 11 bytes. Right? If you have 10 characters, there will be 10 bytes. Okay. So we need to understand these terminologies. We need to understand what is this. So this is the file name that is clear to you, and this is the extension. Okay, I'm just giving numbers. Okay, I'm just giving numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I hope you can see number 1 to 10 in my screen. I hope. Can you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just pointing some arrows. You can see. This is number 1 is what? It is file name. Number 2?
File extension.
File extension.
Yes. Number 3?
Text type of
File.
Type of file. Yes, file type. Number of okay. Number 2 again. Here also extension, right? Within bracket also you can see the extension. Okay. Then number 4.
Open switch.
The opening app.
Yes, default program. We call default program, right? This is the program which is used to open. Can we change that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
By clicking the change.
Yes, by clicking the change. Okay, shall we change it? Chicken change and then give some other application. Okay, let's give the Firefox. Firefox, please. Or Opera, something. So then what will happen? It will change the
So
icon.
it will
Right?
be opening.
It will change the icon. Sometimes
If
this
we
can
cancel,
happen.
it is not there.
Yeah, sometimes this can happen to your files. So maybe you want to open a movie file using VLC media player. The media player.
That's the KMD trans to VLC media player.
Yes. එතකොට ඔයාගේ තියෙන බලා මෙහෙම එකක් කම්පියුටර් එකේ ඔයා ෆිල්ම් එකක් දානවා. ඔයාට ඕන මේක VLC එකෙන් ඕපන් වෙන්න. හැබැයි ඩබල් ක්ලික් කරාම මේක ඕපන් වෙන්නේ Windows media player වල. එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒතර කොහොමද චේන්ජ් කරන්නේ? Go to
and enter and OpenShift is changing and we will see.
We have to go to
yes.
change and
Or we can right click and open with.
Yeah, that is also
choose
possible.
another
Right
app.
click, open with the media
Choose
player. That is
another
also
app.
possible.
Choose
එකක්
another
possible.
app.
එහෙමත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ලේසිම එක මොකද්ද? So go to properties and change it permanently. Go to properties.
Yes, I have image. Choose another app and choose it.
Yeah, you can use any app. So that is up to you. Okay, here then number 5. What is number 5?
Location.
The location.
File path. Yes. File path. Even though you created in desktop, you can see desktop is
Oh, it is in the
yes, desktop is visible to you. The desktop එක ඔයාලට පේන තැන. හැබැයි පේන තැනටත් path එක දුරයි. කොහොමද desktop එක තියෙන්නේ? C වල ඇතුලේ users කියන folder එකේ ඇතුලේ මහේෂ් කියන folder එකේ ඇතුලේ තමයි desktop එක තියෙන්නේ. Can you see? It's a longer path, right? So that is the actual path of your desktop. C, users, Mahesh, desktop. That is the actual path of your desktop. That is actually a folder. Shall we browse that, Pute? Can you go to Explorer here? Right. Then Explorer can see eකට යන්න මෙතන. Can you go to C drive? Then go to users folder here. Then go to this Mahesh folder here. Then go to your desktop folder. So this is what your desktop is. Right? This is what your desktop is. So if you create some folder, let's create a folder here. Right click new folder. And give it some name, maybe hello or hi or something. Okay. Now close this one. Now you can see that folder in your desktop. Yeah, it is in your desktop. So that's an agent. Right. Okay. Now we have done, we identified this. Okay. Now I just want to know what is this. 5 is identified. That is the location. 6. And why 6 and 7 too? There are 2 sizes. Why there are 2 sizes to a file?
size on the
Size on the
laptop hard drive and the
Size on disk and size of hard disk.
Why 2 things then? So okay, size
hard
on
disk
disk and
and
size on
laptop
hard disk.
memory.
Right.
size of the file.
Okay, so in nature also, in our environment also, this is there. Remember that, okay. Size of your food and size of your slippers. And another thing, size of you and size of your chair. And maybe height of you and height of the bed. Are they same or different?
Different.
Okay, let's draw here. Okay, this is you. Maybe this is not you, I'm not sure. Okay, let's draw this. This is your bed. Right, this is your bed, and let's draw it some other color. And this is you. Okay, the container and the actual data will take 2 sizes. That's the reason. The container is your bed. Your bed has more space than you. Otherwise, you will fall. Right? Maybe, okay, let's say this is a water glass. And this is a water glass. This is the amount of water filled in the glass is this. The green color. The orange color is the glass or the bottle, and green color is the filled amount. So the filled amount and the glass or the container, 2 sizes. So that is applicable for your hard disk also. Size is the actual size, but size on disk is the area which is taken by the disk. Okay, we will calculate this, right? When you keep on adding things, we can see the size on disk is increasing. Okay, let's do something. Can you open that, Veron? Can you open that again? The file again. Can you copy this? Copy this and paste this. And paste this several times, maybe 100, 200 times. Okay, now you can see, save it. That's enough.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I found a website which we can experience like Ubuntu, those things run online.
Yeah, which is that? Can you tell me the name?
Sorry.
Sir, can you send the link?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can send the link to your friends also. So what's that? Onworks, yes, correct. Is any Onworks? Yeah, Onworks. You can just Onworks, but Onworks provide Linux environment. Even you can check how Windows, but it is customized Linux version. Onworks provide a customized Linux version. You can OS වගේ පේන්න Linux එකක් තමයි හදලා තියෙන්නේ. Right, but you can experience that. Yeah, that's true. You can experience that to Onworks. Different operating systems can be experienced. Okay, now you can see, right, now we have pasted several times, so now you can see that clearly size and size on disk. So size is 1.5 KB and size on disk is 4 KB. It has taken more than the size of the file. So that is the nature. So shall we copy and paste few more times? Copy everything there. Control A to copy everything, select all. Control C to copy. Control V to paste, and V to paste, V to paste. Okay, save it. Just save it. Now see the same properties.
Now it says 100,000.
Right. Okay, now you can see 281 KB and 284 is the size. Actually, there's a relationship. So I'll show that. But I think, yes, we have time. Let's go to that and let's write the note quickly. Okay, one more thing that I want to show. I'll give this chance to another one. Again, 1, 2, 3. So fastest finger belongs to Abinu this time. Okay, right. I'm going to ask small question. Okay, files and folders. Can you keep files inside files?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we keep folders inside files?
Yes.
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 Yes. Can we keep files inside folders?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. Then can we keep folders inside folders?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes. Yes. I just want to demonstrate that. So shall we create a small file again in your desktop? Just go to the desktop and create a small file and name the file as maybe Abinu1 and the second one Abinu2. Text, not folders. Okay, folders command ne folders so dekak hadanne. Create 2 folders and 2 files. 2 folders, 2 files. Two files also, Abhinav. I need 2 files too. Right click, new text document, another text document. So actually, right click, new text document. And again, right click and also create a new text documents. Okay, so let's do this exercise now. I just want to see how we can include files into some other file. Can you right click on, sorry, no, not that way, not that way. Just select 2 files, just select both files. How can you select both? Either you can draw a square, maybe there is a square. So one thing is you can draw a selection square and select that. That is number 1. Number 2, another method, click on one file, then while holding the control key, you can click on the other file. Click on one file while holding the control key.
double clicking because I have enabled the one tap opening.
Okay.
Wait,
While
sorry.
while holding the control key, you can click on the other file. That is the second selection method. Okay. Anyway, you can select both files, right? Now what you have to do, right click on the selection. No, don't drag and drop. Yeah, right click on the selection. And then you can see something called compress to zip file. Compress to zip file. Okay. So this in Windows, you can see send to. Windows 10 wala thiyena send to kiyala. Send to zip file or zip folder kiyala thiyena. Windows 10 thiyena kawuru hari share karanna. Can someone share who has Windows 10, please? Okay, Manuda. Can you select both files, Manuda? That one and the previous one. Then right click, send to. Then you have the compress zip folder. And when you send like that, how can you open that? You can go right click on that file and open with Explorer. Then you can see both files inside there. So this is how you contain files inside files. You keep files inside files. That is possible, right? Inside a single file, you can store multiple files. Even a folder you can put into this. Can you drag and drop a folder into this? Folder එකක් වුණත් මේක අසර දාගන්න පුළුවන්. Yes. Then inside into this zip file, you can put a zip files or something like that. So when you have a, okay, let's say when you have something like this, okay, when you get something like this, this is a pocket. Okay, when you have more content, these, let's say these are files. All these actually not files, these are pen drives, adapters. So a lot of things are there here. Adapters, another pen drive. Maybe this is a card reader. This is a memory card. Likewise, a lot of contents are there. Then I can put these things inside and I can close the zip. So this is what a zip file does. When I close this, this is single unit now. It's not falling down.
It
So
means like
single.
a zip file.
That is what zip file is. This is what a zip file looks. This is how a zip file looks like. Zipping means you put everything and zip it. Then how to unzip? You have to right click.
Extract all.
Extract. Yes. Right click and extract all. Then it will unzip.
If we can in the file explorer, the extract all button.
Yeah, file explorer wala extract all kila button ekak. You can see that.
Near the top of the option.
You can click that extract all button. This is another thing. So then you can get all the files back to the folder by unzipping that. Why zipping is needed? Why zipping is needed? When you want to transport somewhere, isn't that easy? Then me ඔක්කොම මට කොහෙට හරි ගෙනියන්න ඕන. මම මේ බෑග් එක දාගෙන ගෙනිච්චොත් මේවා නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් තැන තැන.
To reduce the file size.
Yes, it is easy to transport. If I want to send this file to some other place, maybe if I want to email this, if I want to copy this to a pen drive, if I want to copy this to a CD, if I want to put this into a network or somewhere, if I want to transport this, then this zipping is very good method because then the content will not lose. Right? Content will that. So have you seen ISO files? ISO files have you seen? Operating system में CDs විදියට එන්නේ ISO කියලා. ISO කියන්නේ මේ වගේ zipping method එකක්. Then can you search like this? Okay, go to Google පුතේ. Go to Google. Let's say you need Ubuntu operating system. Then you can search. You can type Ubuntu. Ubuntu. UBU. Ubuntu. Space in title without space, right? In title without space, in title clearly colon then quotation, double quotation, then forward slash, inside forward slash, / the other one. Okay, index of. Index space. එක ඇතුලේ. Oh, එළිය නෙමෙයි. / එකට පස්සේ. Index of. Enter. When you enter, you will get result. Okay, all these are ISO files. Can you go to first or second link? When you go there, you can see. Yeah, you can see different versions. Can you go to 21.
Sir, මංගාව එකක් තියෙනවා.
21.10. Click on that. Yeah. Just click on that, and then you can see release. Go to the release folder. Okay, there you can see the ISO file. Okay, we can download that. Okay, go back. So I'll show you some other example, direct ISO files. Go back again and back again. So let's move down to the search results. Can you go to the move down? Oh. No, not back again. So come. I need the search results. Then just move down. Okay, this ftp.ubuntu.com, can you see that? එකත් කමන්න all releases යන්නත් වන් ftp යන්න. Okay, here also yeah, you can go to Ubuntu. Okay, and please go back again.
No, sir, it's not open.
It's not open. Go back. Okay, just move down again. CD image කියලා තියෙන එකට යන්න. Ubuntu හින්දා තමයි ඔය කරදරේ එන්නේ කමන්නේ. CD image එකට යන්න. Releases වල තියෙනවද බලන්න. ආයෙත් අර විදිහටම තමයි එන්නේ. Go back. There's a page actually. Page එක එන්නේ නැතුවත් ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක තමයි මට බලන්න ඕන. Mint කියලා search කරන්න Ubuntu නැතුව. Mint. Ubuntu makala ඊටු ටික තියන්නේ හැමෝම. ඒ වෙනුවට mint කියලා. Just include mint.
ISO එක download කරපුවා link එකක් එවන්නද mint එකේ?
Yeah, so there are enough. You can, let's go and see, right? Okay. එවන්න පුළුවන්. මට download කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. It's okay. Thank you. But I just want to show you. So what is this ISO? Can you click on any link? Okay, yeah, you can see that. So these files are ISO files, and the size of these files, Baran. So 1 gigabyte, 1.7 gigabyte, and 5.1.7. Okay. So Windows උත් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Yes. Basuru, yes. You can get Windows similar to this. But don't ask me the key then. Key එක අහන්න එපා. You can download Windows. Key you need to track or some other method.
Key එක හොයන්නේ කොහොමද?
Windows අර mint වෙනකොට Windows කියලා ගන්නවා. හොයපු එකම තමයි. Key එක පුතේ ඉතින් illegal නේ. හොරෙන් ගන්න එක. Key එක හරියම method එක තමයි සල්ලි දීලා ගන්න එක. Illegal methods ඕන තරම් තියෙනවා. Track කරන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් මොකද්ද key gen එකකින් ගන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් track එකක් download කරලා key එක වෙනුවට දාන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ තියෙනවා. those are illegal methods. Right? But legally you have to get the real key by paying. Okay, I just want to show you that this ISO file. Right, this ISO file basically, right, these ISO files are basically, it's like a zip file. Zip file වගේ තමයි. It has all the things in a single file. අර file folder ඔක්කොම එකට දාලා හදලා තියෙන තනි file එකක්. තමයි ISO කියලා කියන්නේ. I just want to show you that. Okay guys, I just want to write small note before we wind up for today. So but I couldn't give it due to this practical demonstration, but anyway I'll try to give you that soon.
Sir, better to send that in the chat.
Yeah, I'll send it to the chat, but first of all, let me write down the note, at least the heading. How do we put files into another file? Files into another file, that is the note. To do that, we use zipping or archiving technology. Zipping or archiving technology. Select the files. Right click. Send to zipped file or folder. To get them back, right click, on zipped or archived file and extract. Free tool for archiving and unarchiving. To Unzip. So you can use this To Unzip to archive, unarchive these files. Okay, I'll copy and paste this note to chat, then you can update it in your note. Okay, Budhe, with that, I'll stop for today. We'll discuss.
Wait.
Okay, still you're all right. You can copy it from the like chat. Yep. Okay, then see you all next week, Budhe. Good night. Have a nice day. Bye.
Next, I guess.
Right, sir.
Bye, sir.